Right from the beginning, I know I wanted to be in a band, but I didn't know how to go about doing it because I really didn't know how to play anything. I didn't really have any talent. But that wasn't stopping anyone else. Like, everybody was doing it, and ultimately what ended up happening and how the Go-Go's kind of got together by default is, like, all the guys already had bands, at least one band. A lot of people were in 3-4 bands, and the only people left were a few of the girls. A lot of the girls also were in a band. So in spring of '78, you know, some of us girls got together and decided to do the Go-Go's, and it started out real, just like classic LA punk rock and a lot of like angry lyrics and stuff. The first Go-Go's gig was, I believe, in July of '78, and it was down at the Mask, and we did it was a big party for the Dickies, who were sort of the first band to get a record deal. And we did 2.5 songs, and we couldn't remember how to play the third song, so we stopped in the middle of it and then replayed one of the first songs. And we were just like a charming disaster. I think people just thought we were sort of cute and funny and entertaining and terrible all at the same time. Right from the beginning, all of us had a love for pop music and had grown up listening to the Beatles, so there was always that kind of like in the back of our minds. And as time went on, you know, obviously the Go-Go's evolved more and more into just being more of a pop band than a punk band, and then the whole new wave thing happened, and, you know, by '81 or whatever, the world was ready to like take a sort of like less threatening punky pop band and make them, you know, like a hit. So we were kind of like the ones that did something out of that scene, and it was great, and I'm really proud of it. But I remember also at the time that it was very like ostracizing, like it set us apart, and people said we were sellouts and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, looking back on it now, I just laugh at it, and I think it's funny and stupid, and probably everyone else does too. But at the time, it was hard because I, you know, went from being like this hardcore punk chick to being like America's sweetheart, and it was very bizarre because like we hadn't changed at all personally. I mean, we were still like, you know, just totally partying and being mess-ups and just making fun of everybody and everything, and but then we had this image of being like these squeaky clean cheerleader types. So